Welcome back, guys, to Persona 5 Strikers. We're heading into Sendai Jail to do some few requests, if you remember from the end of the last video. And that's what we're pretty much going to be doing here. So, I've accepted every single request which is currently available for Sendai, but these are the ones you have to do, you want to do now. So you got Trapped in a Nightmare. You got Junk Collection Part 2. Painful Past Ango Natsume. And also Enduring a Slimy Hell. They're the ones we want to be doing now. Now Enduring the Slimy Hell, you have to defeat slimes with Joker. So you have to be controlling Joker for this. And when you choose to explore jail on this one, so you spawn at the default location, there's actually a fixed slime battle here, which you're going to be doing. This chest, if you haven't already got it, it's got Revival Bead inside. Just going to grab it now. Yeah, we didn't get it earlier because we're getting it now. Alright? Yeah, so zap over to this police car and then ambush this slime. So while we're doing so, we're actually counting towards the ambush trophy. Yeah, so there's slimes here. And we're just going to kill this Ass Joker. Because we've got to kill 50 slimes Ass Joker. And this specific battle, it always gives you a strange circuit. One of them, ×1. So you need 12 strange circuits for one of the requests. I forget the name of it now. Oh yeah, Junk Collection Part 2. Yeah, you need 12. So hopefully you've got most of them already. I've got 7, if you remembered when I just showed briefly. But the items which randomly, not randomly appear, but the items which, these items here, the floating cubes, they randomly give you an item when you pick them up. It's a random item. But they can randomly give you a strange circuit. So you jump down, kill the slimes as Joker, then grab the floating items in the area, and I'm going to come into this area here, and I'm going to quickly come all the way to the end here, get these items on the way which I'm collecting. We're coming all the way along here just to get the Forgotten Desire. It's a nice quick request to do, and I'm going to zap over there, up here, quickly come across, jump across these platforms, get this other floating cube. See, I've just got another strange circuit there, ×1. Over here, quickly pass this enemy, get that floating cube. Now this floating cube down here, this one just here, that's a Forgotten Desire. There we go, that's needed for a request. That will only appear if you've got the request active, so accept it. So make sure you have got the Trapped in a Nightmare request accepted before doing this. Then once you've got that, drop back down quickly, come over to a checkpoint, and you want to return from jail. We're doing this to make the shadows respawn and to make the floating items respawn. And so what you can do each time you come back here, yeah, because we're going to need 20. You need 10, and then I think it's 8, and then I think 6. Yeah, we're basically going to need 24 bond points to max the extortionist skill soon. So what you can do each time we leave jail, you can come over to the garden and worship the flowers, them lovely flowers here, to increase your bond with the little flower people. And then you can come back to the RV and then go back into the jail and go to Sendai. So keep doing that. We'll go to Sendai, we'll do a little lap, then we'll leave the jail, we'll do a flower reading, and then we'll come back to the RV, and then we'll go back into Sendai and do another cycle, and we'll just keep doing that until we've done all the quests, which we're going to be doing now. And then once you've done all the quests, what we do then, we'll just keep doing the flower worshipping until we've got enough points, 24 points, so that we can max the extortionist skill. So every time we come back in here, we don't need to go and get the Forgotten Desire now, we've just done that. So every time we come back in here, we're just going to zap over to that police car, ambush this enemy from behind, kill him as Joker, kill the slimes as Joker. You normally get about 24 slimes each time. So it's going to take about 3 attempts with the slimes. But you do want to keep killing the slimes anyway, because the slimes are guaranteed to always give you a strange circuit ×1, and we need 12 of them for junk collection part 2 request. And then you quickly get all the items in the area, floating items. Don't do any more battles, because there's only one battle guaranteed to give you a strange circuit, and that's the slimes which you're killing. So again, once you've done that, you kill the slimes as Joker, you've got the items. Come back over to the warp point, leave the jail, do the flower worshipping to increase your bond XP, and then come back in and then do that again, guys. Then once we've done the junk collection part 2 quest, once that's complete, and the junk collection part 2, we've done enduring a slimy hell now. So yeah, that's what we need to do. Junk collection part 2. I still need a few more. Yeah, but back here we're going to come over to the flowers and do another reading. Yeah, like I say, you need 24. Remember that number. You need 24 bond points to max the extortionist skill. Once you've completed junk collection part 2, that will remove the cap for extortionist bond, and then we can max it out. And like I say, we do want to max it out as soon as we can, because it'll make it so you'll get about an extra 50% gold from battles. So back into Sendai jail, back into the jail, and back to explore jail, back to the default spawn location in the jail. So I've actually killed enough slimes as Joker, so we can actually switch to Anne now and work towards her mystic arts, because she can actually use fire on the slimes to kill them quick. But we still need to kill the slimes because they always drop a strange circuit. So yeah, again, just spam your fire spells on the slimes, kill them quickly, and also work towards Anne's mystic arts at the same time. You may have to do a lot more battles than me. I was lucky, I was at 7. I already had 7 strange circuits when I did this. So there we go again. I've got another strange circuit. Quickly get the items in the area, the floating items. When I did this on my very first playthrough of this game, where I sort of killed every single enemy I passed along the way, I think I had about 15 strange circuits already. So I could actually complete this junk collection part 2 quest straight away. But on my other account, I think I only had 1. But luckily on this one I've got 7. So if you have got more than enough already, you've got over 12, you still need to kill 50 slimes to complete the enduring a slimy hell quest and get a stronger weapon for Joker. Yes, you still want to complete that quest just because that's what I'm doing. So yeah, but once you complete that quest, you don't have to keep getting more strange circuits, because obviously you have done already. But you will need to make sure you've got 24 bond points before we go to complete the painful past quest. So I still haven't quite got enough. I think I have to do it one more time. So I'm just going to do it one more time, and I was going to cut these out. You know, this sort of a little bit of grinding, but it's only for sort of, I think it's just my 4th lap, so I don't really have to do that too many laps. So yeah, in fact I'll just cut this one. I think this is the last one I have to do. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut this last little round of grinding, guys, this cycle. So again, if you have got to do this game, make sure you choose and obviously kill that same slime, ambush it, kill it with fire quickly, get all the items in the area, and then exit, get a shrine reading, come back in and do it all again, and do that until you've got 12 strange circuits, guys, so you can hand in the junk collection part 2 quest. I only had to finish that last cycle, guys, where I skipped forward. It's just that cycle, and I've got enough now. So I'm going to come into a quest, and as you can see, I'm going to report them all in a second. Enjoying the slimy hell, junk collection part 2, and trapped in a nightmare. But first of all, you just want to come to the shrine, if you haven't already, of course, and just keep grinding this now until you have enough. You want, I've said it again, but you need 24 points, guys, to max extortionist. So this is all I'm going to keep doing. All you can do just keep warping to a different area and then walk back to Odori Park, and you can use the shrine reading again, the flower reading. So warp away, walk back, get the reading, warp away, walk back, get the reading, warp away, walk back, and just keep doing that, guys. The reason why, I've said this a few times, but just to remind you, and just in case you didn't quite get it before, so I think I've mentioned it sort of briefly, I've not gone into it that much detail. When you get a shrine reading, I think there's 3 different sort of tiers you can get, or possibilities. And I think with this flower one, for example, I think if you find a 4-leaf clover, you get more bond XP. And there's, like I said, there's 3 different sort of tiers you can get. It's sort of RNG based, and depending what your outcome is when you do the reading, that depends on how much bond XP you get. So if you are wondering why sometimes you're getting more bond XP than other times, like I say, it's because certain times you'll find something different. I think there's 3 different possibilities, like I say. If you read the dialogue each time, you will see sometimes it'll be a different, slightly different when you're getting the reading, and that is why. So that's basically why you get a different amount, guys. It's a little bit RNG based, but that's sometimes why you get more than other times. But yeah, just keep doing this, guys, until you've maxed your bond XP levels enough so you get 24 points. And I think this may be enough now. So I don't think I actually had to skip any of that. I've been too busy yakking away. So yeah, that should take me, how many do I have? So 31 points, I've got more than enough. Okay, so we're going to warp. Well, first of all, we're going to go into requests. So I'm going to report all these. So this one, you get Arsene's Kane S weapon for Joker. You get more accessories available for Trapped in a Nightmare. And Junk Collection Part 2 unlocks level cap for Bond skill. And that's a cap for Extortionist.
You're doing this one? You're accepting this request?
And so, if we go into Bond now, and we're going to Extortionist, there we go, can max this one out now. It will take 6 to go to level 3, 8 points to go to level 4, and then 10 points to go to level 5, the last level. So 24 points in total. There we go. And with that at max, yeah, I'm not sure exactly, I think you get almost double money, probably more, probably a bit less, perhaps a bit more. I've not calculated it exactly, but I know it is a lot more, and that does really help in getting loads of gold, throughout. So we're heading back into Sunday Jail now. Once you've done all that, now you've maxed out the Extortionist perk, and now we're going to do the Painful Past. You don't have to do all the Painful Past requests for the request trophy. Some of them you do have to do, because like this one, for example, the Painful Past Ango Natsume, you have to do that one because there's a bond limit locked behind it. It removes a bond limit for a certain skill. Just make sure first you equip Doris's new melee weapon, Arsene. And for this battle you want Ryu, Yusuke and Sophia for this one. Yeah, so we're going back to the second boss. And you want to make sure, yeah, you've got the Painful Past request for this one accepted. Later on you get another version of these Painful Past requests. When you complete a game you get Painful Past Plus, which is basically like a powered up version. But this one, Painful Past, I think it's just the same boss again. I think it may be a little bit stronger, maybe, but it's just the same boss again. So just like before, cast Rakunda on the boss and then use Tarakuya as Ryu on Sophia or Yusuke, because this boss is weak to ice and bless. So whichever one you want to use first, whichever ally, either bless attacks or ice attacks, cast Tarakuya on the relevant ally and then start spamming the weakness attacks. When the boss powers up, you need to zap over to the blades and use a blade attack to knock it down. There we go. Use a blade attack, that will knock it down. And then start casting your weakness attacks again. So I think it's just the same. I don't think it's buffed up at all, because it does seem like we're doing a little bit more damage to it. Yes, I just think it's exactly the same boss as before in terms of, you know, its attack and defense and things. Yeah, because we are killing it a lot quicker. Yeah, the buffed up version later, when you complete a game, Painful Past Plus, you have to kill all of them. But by that time, you'll be quite a high level by then, and you have quite some strong personas by that point. So it shouldn't be too difficult. The Painful Past Plus versions later. Yeah, so once you've used all Sophia, obviously use Tarakuya on your next party member, and then switch them, and then start doing their weakest attack, so Ice in this case, and hopefully that should finish them off. If not, you can just switch to Joker, do a few attacks with him, but obviously use Tarakuya on him first. If the boss starts flying again, zap over to the blades, the blade phantom dash, and just knock him down. There we go. So I've actually used all my SP as Sophia and Yusuke, so I'm just going to use my attacks as Joker now. So if you remember, we used Buffalo. We used the Buffalo skill card on Silky in Jail 2. So I'm just using that persona now and that skill, Buffalo. I'm just going to bring him out. So this should finish him off. Finish him off with an all-out attack. With your all-out attack, if you want to, you can switch to a party member and let them get the damage, so it actually worked towards a Mystic Arts. That's it. He's dead. He's toast. That's another one in the bag. Another request done. That unlocks the skill cap. I think it's for the Safecracker bond, I think. You know, the one that lets you open certain levels of chests? Yeah, I think. But it doesn't actually remove the cap completely. There's 2 caps on the Safecracker bond skill. This will remove 1 cap, and then you have to remove the other cap a bit later. So once you've done that, just head back over to checkpoint. That's a very cute melody, Sophia. Very soothing. Yeah, over to checkpoint and leave the jail. So we'll report that quest in, and then we'll see if we can upgrade any more bond skills. So yeah, back in the real world, straight over to a request. Yeah, you can see that it says you have to clear Painful Past. Yeah, so hand this one in, report it.
Good job.
Good job. Well, thank you, Sophia.
You're already working on this one. You're going to get okay.
Yeah, so what I'm doing now, I'm just cancelling all them. I'm not. So then once you could have done it if you wanted when you're in Sendai Jail, but you don't need to do them. Then once I just deactivated. But now you want to accept Sub-Zero and Sapporo again. Blessing the Wicked and Sapporo Jail, and Psychokinetic Siege. So now accept any request which you've got for Sapporo Jail. And what I'm also going to do now, I'm going to purchase the level 2 in the Safecracker. There you go. So we've got level 2 now, but as you can see, it's become locked again. Another cap. And while we're here, we're just going to head to the Flower Shrine and do another shrine reading. So over here again, sniff them yummy flowers. There you go. Hopefully, you've got a 4-leaf clover. You may get an 8-leaf clover if you're extremely lucky. If you manage to get an extreme clover, an 8-leaf clover, that basically it takes you up to max 99 bond XP straight away, literally. If you can get an 8-leaf clover. If you get one, let me know. I've not got one because they don't exist. So Sophia's shop, come into Sophia's shop, buy all the quick fix if you can, and anything good on sale. And I'm also going to buy some onions, some rice, and some pork.
What should we make?
Right, what shall we make? Yes, what shall we make? So I feel like some of the blank curry. So yeah, craft some of the blank curry. Craft 5 if you can. You should have plenty. Obviously, make sure you never use all your ingredients. Always keep a few of each. But you shouldn't have been crafting many. So you should be able to craft 5 and still have a few of everything left over. And back into the jail now. I'm going to be heading into Sapporo. And we're just going to do a little bit of the jail, guys, before we call it a day on this part. Yeah, so just going to do a small bit of the jail.
Let's begin.
I'll just add this.
So I'm just going to save my game. Right, save the game, guys. So let's crack back on with the palace. So yeah, over to the objective market. Yeah, so these requests, defeat Jack Frost, defeat Lilim, and Satanta. So the only important ones you need to worry about, we don't need to really worry about Sub-Zero. We've already done it, and that won't actually count towards the 50 objective, the 50 request, sorry, because it's only the first time you do one. That's it counts, not repeat. But I've just put it there anyway, just so it'll give you some free items. Yeah, so these two, I wouldn't normally do these because I don't normally do requests which just give you weapons. But because these are already in the jail, we can actually do these as we're doing the story, which is pretty awesome. So this one we need to kill 3 Liliths and 3 Satantas. Just make sure your party is Anne, Haru and Sophia. Then when you do come across them enemy types, you'll be able to hit their weakness. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I mean, I'll let you know when we get there, and I'll make sure your party is ready. And you see, I'm just going to engage these enemies in this area in battle, guys. Just in the hopes that you might find a Lilim or a Satanta. But as long as you've got Han, Haru and Sophia, you'll be able to cover their weakness. A lot of shadows, the enemies which spawn, if it's the same shadow in the same location, it's normally always the same enemy, by the way. But I think some may give random enemies, some shadows. But there will be some shadows later. They always give the same enemies. I can sort of confirm that because I ran it a few times and I've always got the same enemy. I think it's actually going through the story. Certain shadows always give the same enemies when you spawn them. So when you get down here, down that hill, you'll be 3 K1s here. K1s, you need to kill some of these later. Not right now, but later they need killing for a request. But these are weak to nuke, the K1s. I actually remember these are weak to nuke. Lilim. Yeah, I think Lilim is weak to Bless. I think Lilim's weak to Bless. And Satanta, can't actually remember. I think Satanta may be weak to Sai. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Oh, it might be Fire. But you come down here. This is the last jail core here, by the way. If you didn't notice already, that tower in the middle, yeah, it's going to lead to the next jail core. Yeah, so here are 3 Liliths. 3 Lilims, and they're weak to Bless. Then that might have been 2 Lilims. But I think in this battle, I think you get about 4 Lilims spawn. It's not too many. So make sure you look for Lilims first and cast a weakness attack on them. So I think there's 2 more Lilims somewhere. But you can also get the Jack Frost if you haven't done the Sub-Zero quest yet. You can actually finish that. Yeah, so just complete Sub-Zero in Sapporo. Just complete that again. Don't worry if you use SP, by the way. See, there's more Lilims there. I don't know if I hit that weakness. Yeah, so there was another Lilim there which I missed. Yeah, don't worry if you use SP. There is a mini boss coming up, but we can actually warp away before we engage it. Yeah, but just get rid of them enemies there. But first, just make sure you run around, guys, and look for Lilims. See, 2 out of 3. There was another one, but I missed it when I should have hit it with a bless attack. No trouble. It would have given you a stronger weapon, obviously now rather than later. But it's not the end of the day. In the next video, we will be actually encountering every enemy as we go through the rest of the story. Every enemy for these requests we currently have, and more requests later.
Shadow looks like
So there's another random chest over here. I'm just going to loot this one. I got brainwash boost there. I need to try and remember not to focus on using that skill later. What have I got? I've got a shock boost and brainwash boost from a random chest. So I don't need to worry too much. So Satanta. Yeah, this is Satanta. As you can see, it's weak to Psy. So as long as you hit its weakness once, then once you beat it, even though this one's a little mini boss, it will still count towards the request. Yeah, so just hit its request once, guys. Sorry, hit its weakness once. And then, as long as you destroy it after that, finish it off. But I'm just going to spam weaknesses on it anyway. Before this next mini boss, we're going to be warping away and coming back to get our SP back. So don't worry about using your SP. Yeah, so just straight over to the objective marker. There we go, back into Odori Park. And we're just going to warp away and then we'll come back just before we engage the battle. So you can see over there, strong shadow, that huge, gigantic shadow just standing there, standing its ground. So obviously fears nobody. Yeah, but we'll just warp away and then come back before we engage it. So what you can do when you first warp back to real world, you can go and get a fortune reading if you want, guys. Get a bit more Bond XP. I am going to do so. You can actually, this is actually one of the farming methods later. Just keep doing this to level your bonds. It's one of the slowest ways. Yeah, it's definitely one of the slowest ways to do it. But it's one of the less stressful. No, it is. It's not one. It is the less stressful way to do it. And the thing is, I mean, people, you can say it's the slowest way, but the thing is, it takes no preparation at all whatsoever. The thing is, when it comes to grinding the strong shadows for Bond XP, yes, you get level experience as well. But the thing is, that takes some preparation, and there is a bit messing about. So, this way, doing your Bond XP on the sort of shrine, the free XP, yes, it does seem a bit slower, but it can also, it can sort of be quick just because there's no preparation needed. But once you come to the jail, guys, make sure you got the same party again, and Haru, and well, really you want Ryu, Morgana, and Haru. I mean, I messed up a bit here. I didn't change up my party, but as you can see, as I'm telling you now, this enemy has 3 weaknesses: wind, lightning, and Psy. So before you come into this battle, really you want to change your party. I didn't. I actually forgot when I came into this, and in the end I just thought, fuck it, I'll just go with it. He dies pretty quick, yeah, but if you want to get rid of him quicker, use some Morgana, Ryu, and Haru when you come into this fight, and then just finish them off with their weakness attacks. But Haru's, look at her, there you go, Gil. Wow, she almost killed him all by herself. Right, and just finish him off. Yeah, it's actually strong to bless, and I think he's... Does it absorb fire or something? Yeah, so I'm just going to finish him off with Joker. Yes, and there we go, guys. That's Shadow's defeat. Yes, that's all we'll be doing now for that part. You can see we're slowly building up gold now. Slowly building up our gold. Yeah, but after that, you get sent back into the real world. Yes, and there'll be a load more requests available now as well. Yes, you got some cutscenes, guys. I'm just going to skip past these quickly. And that's pretty much it for that part, guys. Yeah, so I'll leave it there for that video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.